I would like to welcome Kyabji Lama Zopa Rinpoche. Rinpoche is the spiritual director of the worldwide Buddhist organization, the Foundation for the Preservation of the Mahayana Tradition. This organization includes Kopan Monastery, Kopan Nunnery, and of course HBMC. And please, can you turn off your mobile phones or put them on silence or meeting?
Good afternoon. Very sorry I got very late. As usual. Nothing new for the old students. Nothing new experience. I have some stroke at the right side, so I got some stroke, also mouth, the right side. So sometimes you may hear maybe not clear. First, I would like to say very much here the hosting the Srindola and her husband and
people here, or it's difficult.
Huh?
Maybe it just has to be a bit closer.
Can you hear? So, first I would like to thank you very much Srindola and her husband of hosting us here at the function, the Himalayan Yogi. That's why I'm calling the old name, right? HBMC. So HBMC at the moment doesn't have its own place. So very, very kind Srindola and husband to host us here. So I thought, basically, how to begin the day, practicing Dharma. So there's by great Lama, the Gershon great Lama, not very old, but maybe I don't know, so maybe maybe not less than 100 years, but Lord Gershon was incredible, was a general of the path to enlightenment. He gave this teaching, this very motivation for practicing Lamrim, graduate part of the lower capable, middle capable, higher capable being, and then was Tantra. So this is basically very good. This is one idea. Those who do, like calling the Guru from far, composed by the Paung Techimbo, or there's short ones composed by the Lamas, the Linga Dojisang, and Shega Monas in Tibet, Linga Dojisang, great Lamas in Tibet. So Linga Dojisang wrote calling the Guru from far, short one. So there are other practices, but if you don't, then this is really very good. Begin the day, So there are many people waiting. I didn't have time to go through it. So there's the Mrs. Indian, the one her name is what's her name? What's her name? Or something. We did in Connecticut, on the hotel. I went for treatment. Though it was one big treatment, but I didn't have time but good attended Gadan Devung, the Lamrim teachings from his ones. So so they did the oil bath. So 2 hours or so much oil of the body. At the Ayurvedic hospital, Ayurvedic, not hospital, not Ayurvedic hospital, sorry, I made a mistake. Ayurvedic food. So food, whatever they gave you have to eat, and then also Ayurvedic, but all bath they did. But normally you do for several weeks, but 1 week I did sort of that. So we didn't finish, and for the Miss Indian, the recent years. So we did the teaching, but did not finish. Just began, and so the quite a few people who the family in Delhi, who's a member of the Mithya project, who helped for the Mithya project, and for the land, to get the land, go Kushinaga or the Mithya, the Buddha land or things like that. The family just really came, family. So they need, they're beginners, and they need the teachings, and So quite a number of people waiting for this teaching. Something to practice a day, something how to begin the day, and how to make the life beneficial. The most important to not waste life, the precious human life, and especially the perfect human birth, to not waste. First, why we need to practice Dharma. I mean, it's just an introduction. You know, if you know why we need to practice Dharma, then nothing else is important in the life. Practicing Dharma is more important than money. Money comes from where? Money comes from karma. Money do not come just from your education. There are people who have a lot of money, but do not have education in the world. Those who have so much karma, marriage from past. So there are people who don't have education, but lots of money there in the world. And there are people who have great education, university degrees, but do not find work in the world. Very hard to find work. Those things shows karma. Why? Those things shows karma. Then the action and result. So your past life or past time, shows lende the action and result. Like this. I mean, generally it looks in the world, having education, university degrees and so forth, but generally they're like this, who have a happy life, whereas those who have money, or those who don't have wealth but happy life, who don't have wealth but happy life. For example, Milarepa, as generally everybody, most people, many people have read Milarepa's book, the life story. So Milarepa in the cave, only natural. I don't know how many times you'd have an idea, but nettle, only nettle, nothing else. No rice and dal, no cheesecake, no what? The Italian, what is it called? What is that? Pizza. Not pizza. The Italian, what pasta? Mozzarella, yes. Mozzarella. So when his students came to Lama Tsongkhapa Institute, the Tibetan cook, he was a monk before, Geshe Shamaja's cook, so offered the mozzarella to his students in the morning before he's leaving. He offered the mozzarella. He brought. So his son said, this only you can get in Italy. So his son said, mozzarella, just people living. So Milarepa, for example, unbelievable priest. his mind enable peace, inner peace and happiness. Wow, great bliss. I mean, can imagine. But there doesn't have one single gold, silver, nothing to show. So thieves came in the river cave. So where's it? So they want to cook the nettle. So he asked, where's chili, where's salt, and all these things. He didn't have salt and chili, didn't have so put nettle, even salt, even chili, put so that's so didn't have any like that. So thieves that thought, there's some money also to settle, but nothing. There's none there. So the clay, he was cooking the nettle. Outside the clay, there's the Dharma, outside broke, fell down broke. But so much nettle cooked, so the leftover stayed outside clay, broke, but inside because so much cooked nettle, so it's inside the stay. And unbelievable inner peace. Wow. So that's practicing Dharma, practicing Buddhism, practicing Mahayana Buddhism, practicing Mahayana Buddhism, not only Sudra but also Tantra. So like that. So the subdued, ordinary, uncontrolled, the chakra wind drops, subdued, controlled, and so that. So there's many levels. There's many levels of happiness so many levels of happiness to look for before achieving enlightenment. Unbelievable. So, yeah, like that. So, so it's common in the world, not only ordained sangha, but even layperson. There are many people whose mind is so happy, but doesn't have any wealth, Like that, there are many people in the world, not only in the East, but also in the West. So I have met many people. So like that. So it's all come from way of thinking. One way of thinking brings suffering. One way of thinking brings happiness in the life. Right now, right now. While you have mountains of problems, sufferings, but immediately, different thing in different way brings happiness. Stops that huge problem, the mountains of problems, and it brings real inner peace, happiness. So it's like that. If you know how to think, if you know Dharma, then I say, particular on the Mahayana teaching. And of course there's Tantra, but even just that much. So really, it's all in your hand. Happiness and suffering is in your hand. Which one you want? So, which one you want? Happiness or suffering is in your hand. And the hell and enlightenment is in your hand. Which one you want? Samsara, nirvana, which one you want? It is in your hand. Right now, happiness problem. Which one you want? It is totally up to your mind. Whether you practice Dharma, or you practice Dharma now, there's happiness. If you don't practice Dharma, you follow delusion. If you follow delusion or delusion attachment of this life, clean this life and the anger and the if you follow delusion, in particular the delusion the anger and the attachment, clinging to this, grasping this life. Yeah, this life happened. Or for delusion, or then see the mind is not control, or not unsubdued, uncontrolled. The nature of the mind. If you check the nature of mind, calm or not calm, peaceful or not. You don't find calm, peaceful during that time. Well, there's attachment, strong attachment to this life, comfort, to this life, happiness, or strong attachment. If you check the mind, nature of the mind, no, there's no calmness, there's no peacefulness at all. So there's no peacefulness, there's no calmness at all. So the dissatisfaction. If you check the nature of mind, the attachment, dissatisfaction. You know? Something, sickness of attachment. You know, the pain of attachment, grasping the this life. What is person? What is in the person's body, or the material, whatever it is? How about the comfort of this life? Grasping, attached. You see. So there's pain, stronger attachment, strong pain. Stronger attachment, strong pain, discomfort, pain. Mind is not relaxed, mind is peaceful. Stronger attachment, stronger pain. Sickness of attachment, pain of attachment. There's pain of anger, there's pain of attachment. So that. As mentioned in the liberation in palm, in your hand, in that Lamrim text mentioned that. Stuck on the object attachment, stuck. So difficult, so difficult to separate from the object. So like oil got on the paper, on the book text, oil got paper. very difficult to separate oil from the paper. So like that. So you see, when that attachment is gone, so there's completely relaxed. There's completely relaxed, relaxed peace, inner peace. You see, when that attachment is gone. When you're able to control it, when you're able to pacify it, when it's gone, when your mind is free from that attachment, so much peace. So, as I mentioned the teachings, that when you're not free from the attachment, anger, those delusions, you see, not pacified, you're not free from those delusions. So there's no inner peace, happiness in your life, in your heart. When your mind is become uncontrolled by the delusion, mind is possessed or controlled by them, by the sickness, like sickness, different sicknesses, the mental sicknesses, mental chronic disease, mental chronic disease, because it's not just begin from this life. It began from beginningless rebirth. It continued from past life, then continued from the other past life. So it's a beginningless. So mental chronic disease, very, very old, from beginningless rebirth. Chronic disease from beginningless rebirth, very, very old disease, the delusions. So when the one is controlled by by delusion like this, so the when the mind is not controlled, and they're controlled by delusion, then there's no peace. Like that. On that time, the wind, vehicle of the mind, wind, is uncontrolled, and it bothers, it disturbs. So, because of that, and vehicle of the mind is not controlled, not balanced, uncontrolled, then bothers. So, because that the four elements within the body is unbalanced, and they cause sicknesses, blocking the blood, all this problems, heart attack, and the blood clot, and all that. So the pain, the disease rises, sicknesses. So the four elements in the body uncontrolled, unbalanced. Also like that. So because of that unbalanced, cause disease many problems to the body mind. And so because of that, then again the mind is not happy, experience many problems, not happy, mind experience many problems as well as the body. So it goes in circle like this. Then also this, you see, when you control the mind, when you practice Dharma, or when you practice meditation or practice Dharma, then control the mind, able to control the mind. So there's inner peace, happiness. And so able to control as you are able to control the delusion, so the like attachment, anger, so forth, so you're able to control the wind, the vehicle of the mind, wind, you control. They're able to control the wind, so the elements in the body able to control. So that helps very much to be healthy. The physical, mental health comes from that. Physical, mental health, by balancing the four elements, then physical, mental health, physical health, all comes from that. Like that. So even from that, Dharma practice, meditation practice, become very, 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 very important. Just one way of saying. But But say, even as a normally we say, because there's another life, there's death, and there's another life. Even the body separates and disintegrates, but the mind consciousness continues from one life to another life. It is continued from beginningless rebirth, continued, and this continues in the future, like that. Whether endlessly suffering samsara or achieve enlightenment. The mind always continues, like that. But even without speaking reincarnation, Dharma is very necessary. Even you are believing only one life, or even you are non-believer, Dharma is very important. I say this way: even you believe there is no reincarnation, only one life, but even so, still Dharma is very important because you want happiness, you don't want suffering, or you don't want happiness, you want happiness, you don't want suffering. Oh, that depends on your mind. You see how you think. You have to think where that brings happiness. You have to stop thinking the way it brings suffering in the life. You stop that mind which brings problems in your life. Stop that and think positive way, different way, positive way, healthy way, positive way. You think, which brings happiness in life. So happiness, suffering, even without thinking reincarnation, next another life, just this life, or even that depends on what you're thinking. So, even non-believer, what's that? Even non-believer, you see, want happiness, don't want suffering. So that depends on your mind. So as I just mentioned, I'm not going to repeat. So you see, I say, I want to say Sluni Dharma, because that Sluni Dharma, even you are non-believer, is okay? Non-believer, doesn't believe reincarnation karma, non-believable. So, you see, even you don't believe reincarnation karma, slowly you need to practice Dharma, because you want happiness, you don't want suffering. And even you don't believe reincarnation karma, your personality, humbleness, cherish others, instead of cherish others. Cherish others more than yourself. Everybody likes that. Everybody likes you. Everyone likes you. Even you don't believe in karma. But your personality, your good heart. If you have good heart, cherishing others. Then cherishing others. Take care of others, cherishing others. Like the mother, like the beloved mother to her child, like that. If you have good heart like that, Even you don't believe in this karma. Oh, well, everybody will like you. Everybody will praise you. Everybody, even you go, even at your home, or to your family, or even you go some other new country, or mountain, or city, live in city, or live on a countryside, whatever. Wherever, people like you. Very much. Very much. So, yeah. So, it brings happiness. You know, people will respect you. People will respect you. Yeah, you have good communication. People will respect you, help you. Even you don't need help, they want to help you. You know? So like that. Yeah. So there's no problem. There's always happiness in the life. Peace. You know? So, for example, you see, even one doesn't believe in this karma, but you have a good heart. You know, that happens. Then happiness, day and night, your lives usually state of happiness. So, even one doesn't believe in karma, but if you follow the self-cherishing thought and the desire, the attachment to killing this life, the happiness, the anger, those religions, you see, was so strong, who has very easy to get angry, very strong selfish mind, very strong attachment to one's own happiness, you know, very strong attachment. Then that person is, you see, don't get along with the people, don't get along with the family, don't get along with the people, you know. Then always problem. Creates problem. Always creates problem to the people. Creates problem to you, to yourself, and creates problem to the family, to the outside people. So always like that. You see, nature is always like that. So a result of your mind. So you get lonely, you get alone. Nobody want to contact you. Nobody want to help you. You know, like that. So the people were very selfish, very selfish, and they become like this. So that's why in this world, many countries, even many Muslim countries, you know, now I don't know what happened, but many Muslim, even many Muslim countries run by dictatorship. Oh, the people don't get happiness. People get so much problem, so much suffering. So they want before they couldn't get up, couldn't rise, but now they try to demonstrate, try to harm, try to destroy. So not a position for that dictatorship. So that this is the shortcomings of self-cherishing thought. In the Lamdrim, the shortcomings of self-cherishing thought. All like that. So many people in the country, that dictatorship, then they fight, or use all the weapons and they fight. So many people, poor people, so many poor people, in the country dies, they suffer. Wow. So much things that were built for many years, developed, get destroyed by bomb and things, you know. Just a few minutes to just get destroyed. And All those unbelievable, so many people suffer. Wow. They escape from their country, they leave their home, go to other countries. So much suffering, so many people get killed. So that's sad due to a problem of self-cherishing thought. So that, you see. Like that. So like this, definitely Dharma meditation, definitely, even you don't believe reincarnation karma. Okay, now, now the subject. So brief like that. So good heart. If you don't believe reincarnation karma, good heart. Good heart. If you have good heart, and then you can practice Dharma. You can practice Dharma, especially with good heart. So the good heart is so. If you want happiness, and you see, all others, they want happiness from you. They want suffering from you. They want happiness from you. And also you want happiness. All that's come from your good heart. So the good heart is the most important. The most important. Good heart nighttime, good heart daytime, anytime. The most to try that, the most important. The good heart is the best Dharma. Good heart is best Dharma. So, for example, I give one example. Even though we believe reincarnation karma, these things, but mind is very, very selfish, very angry, very angry, so much unbelievable strong desire to cling to this, grasping this life happiness. So we recite, yes, we recite Omanipem, we recite, of course, unbelievable, fortunate, Namo Gurube, Nam Buddha, Namo Dhamma, Namo Sangha, which prayers, or whatever you recite, mantra we recite, you know that. But in the daily life, so because lack of good heart, you're doing all those mantras and the offerings, and because you believe in karma, but no good heart. So all this strong self-cherishing thought and then the anger and all this, strong desire for this life, happiness, grabbing. So then you find many problems in the life because of that. Mental things. You find so many problems in this life. So my life becomes unhappy. So life becomes so unhappy, so disturbed. Actually disturbed by your mind, but the person doesn't know. Person believes disturbed by others, came from others, outside. But actually disturbed by your own mind. Unable to practice Dharma, unable to control the mind. So, unable to keep the mind in peace. So like that, So because I'm unable to keep the mind in cherishing others, not even self-cherishing thoughts, strong and less, and more cherishing others. And then there's less anger, less desire for that. However, but not doing anything for that. Taking care of your mind, not doing anything, and then reciting a lot of mantras and offering these things. And so that you find many problems. You don't take care of your mind, you find many problems. Your life is so unhappy, you have many problems. So you always believe by others, problems, whatever, all come from others, from outside, from other people. So then you get angry, you get jealous, or and all those things. So then it creates so much negative karma. So much negative karma. Then you see, this life is used to create so much negative karma. So much negative karma. One day, so much, 1 hour, so much negative karma piles. You know, they're like mountains, like sand grain, you know, like dust, sand grain, powder. Oh, then you see, this life, this precious human life, this perfect human life is used to be born in the lower realm, hell realm, like that. Next life, there's nothing good. Oh, so the most terrifying. Like that. So now next, yeah, I'm saying, not taking care of your mind, but reciting mantra, doing many other things, offerings, so forth, but never take care of your mind. Never practice Dharma. Never practice. So, well, I think maybe I should mention this, what practicing Dharma means. So, many people here, you know, but maybe I repeat, yeah? What means practicing Dharma. So, Lama Desha's translator in Tibet, Lama Desha, who from Nalanda, came from India, Nalanda, invited in Tibet. When there was, in Tibet, when the Buddhism was degenerated, those who practice Sutra cannot practice Tantra. Who practice Tantra cannot practice Sutra. So the Sutra, Tantra and Sutra, they regard as like hot and cold, sort of that. They think, if you are practicing Sutra, you cannot practice Tantra. They think contradictory, sort of that. So, degenerate, unbelievable degenerate Buddha Dharma in Tibet. So that time, also the wearing blue robes, some called Pandit or something, came from India, Tibet, and then spread wrong views. All these things happened. So however, so much problem happened in Tibet. So Lama Disha was invited by Lama Yeshu. Lama Yeshu, the Dharma King of Tibet, Lama Yeshu, he invited. So Lama Yeshu sent many gold to make offering to Lama Disha, Nalanda. So then I think it sent Gershon sent. But Gershon didn't get to see Lama Disha in Nalanda. So then again he went to look for gold, Lama Yeshu. Then he was caught. He was caught by the irreligious king. I don't know where. I think maybe somewhere near Nepal or Nepal. So, so Lama Yeshiva was caught by the religious person. Lama Yeshiva was put in prison by this irreligious king. So then Changju Wei is the nephew of the king, I think. So Changju Wei then tried to offer the gold what the king has found to the irreligious king. So irreligious king said, by piling up the gold, still the size of the head is missing by piling up the gold. So they said that. And then he didn't take the gold, didn't accept. So Lama Yeshiva said that don't offer him even one handful of gold, don't offer him anything, and take this gold, and I think Lama Zopa, and bring this gold to India, to Nalanda, offer Lama Adisha to imbibe in Tibet. So he sent a message that I will die in prison for the sentient beings in Tibet, and to bring Lama Desha in Tibet to revive the Buddhism for the sentient beings in Tibet. I will die in prison. Lama Yeshiva, King Lama Yeshiva said that. He dedicates his life like this and die in prison. So so he sent a message to Lama Desha to meet the next life. Like that. So Nasola Zava able to see Lama Desha and explain everything, that all the problems, degeneration in Tibet, their Buddhism and all the everything. Then Lama Desha asked Tara. So normally, whatever Lama Desha does, he asks for Tara, he checks with Tara, normally like that. So he checked Tara, and Tara said, your life in Tibet will be highly beneficial, but 7 years your life will be shorter. So I think, one way of thinking, our guru, Lama Yeshe, were kinder than 3 times Buddhas, and past, present, future Buddha, and 10 direction Buddhas, were kinder than 3 times Buddhas, because 3 times Buddhas do not, you cannot receive teachings from them, but you can hear teaching, you can receive teachings from Lama Yeshe. So, therefore, it is said in the teachings, you can get advice, anything, peaceful, wrathful, whatever, what the advice, the guidance you can receive from Lama Yeshe. So they were kinder, therefore Guru is kinder than all the 3 times numberless past, present, future Buddhas. Okay? So that's why I think one way of thinking is like that, similar to Lama Yeshe, why passed away the 49 when he was 49 years old, not really old age, but also Lama Rinpoche. The aperture was the Kapan monastery, nunnery in the Kapan monastery. Why he passed away also, through cancer and passed away, was, I think, similar reason, I think, Lama Disha. This is highly beneficial, but 7 years, his life will be shorter in Tibet, said by Tara, predicted by Tara. So I look at the similar way. Highly beneficial, really from the heart, preserving Dharma, Vinaya, morality, Vinaya teaching. Teaching Buddha means Vinaya teachings, not Tantra, Vinaya teachings. Who preserve, who sincerely practice morality, pure, and then spread, really. Even during the Ramayana time, he is the key, the good education, Dharma, understanding the philosophy, understanding the extensive philosophy, understanding what Buddha explained, more than 100 volumes, Ganju, and then more than 300 volumes by Nagarjuna, Asanga, Chandrakirti, so forth. Then there's Lama Tsongkhapa, the many great the Lamas who completely part. The 4 sects, Sajja, Kagyu, Nyingma, great, so many great Lamas have been in Tibet, and so like that. So anyway, who taught, has been teaching the main thing, main teacher, or the main thing. Not only that, discipline and also all other educations and everything. Then not so much outside at the beginning, but long time like that, looking. Education, discipline, like that. Then after some time, also outside, after Lama passed away, then also outside the Kathmandu nunnery monastery. From where the FPMT organization, the benefiting the world, so far, so many of the countries started from Kapan, so like that. So I think that's why through cancer and didn't live long. I think like Lama Disha, that Tara produced. So Lama Disha said he doesn't mind at all. The life becoming shorter, as long as it's beneficial to Tibet. Like that. So Lama Disha went to Tibet. Through Nepal, went in Tibet. So Lama Disha translated Dhamma. He's all generous, compassionate Buddha. Dhamma. So there's the Kadamba teaching, Pacha Fuji, father's teaching and the son's teaching. The main stories. So the talk is to the Lama that came in Tibet, and then sorry, I have to change a little bit my talk. So since I mentioned that, so in Tibet, then Changju came then to receive Lama Disha and explained everything, all the problems that happened in Tibet, and then Changju asked, "We Tibetans are very, very ignorant. Please give us very simple teachings, refuge and refuge karma, I think something like that. Refuge karma. Please give, we Tibetans very ignorant. Please give us very small Rinpoche comes to so then Lama Adesha wrote few pages at the Changchu Lamdun, the Lamma path to enlightenment. Lama Adesha wrote. So this teaching integrated all the what Buddha has taught, 84,000 teachings, into the less special teachings, Hinana teachings, the Mahayana Sutra teachings, the Paramedana teachings, Mahayana Sutra, Paramedana teachings, then Mahayana teaching, Tantra teachings. So Lama Desha has integrated all those teachings in the path to enlightenment, the Lama path to enlightenment, the few pages. So made very clear. So sent to India, Nalanda, to check by Pandits. So that time, even the text written with mistakes, they tie with the tails of the dog, and they take the dog around the city, so that everybody can see. Take the round the city, in the city, they take around the dog, with the text and start with the tail of the dog, like that, those times, in Nalanda. So, Pandits, they all saw what the Lama the Path to Enlightenment written by Lama Desha. They all completely surprised. What amazing text. Then in Tibet, the regarding Sutra and Tantra, like contradictory, all those, and many misunderstandings about Tantra, all are cancelled, all are stopped, all are stopped. And revived the Buddhism in Tibet, made very pure. So from that time, then up to now, then was like this. So the story is so Domdamba, Lama Desha Sanskrit Domdamba. Was walking around the tree, and the minute Rajing in Tibet, where Domdamba has built a monastery, Rajing monastery, advised by Lama Desha. So there are many trees outside, and those very old, very interesting trees. The way they're growing, very interesting. So it is said Domdamba spread the hairs and the grew trees like that. But I think people who have different level of mind, how high realization they've achieved, depending on the level of their mind, they see the trees in different way, like that. However, so there's one man, possibly meditating, meditating, the cross leg and handle like this and sitting. So Domdamba said, "What are you doing?" The man said, "I'm meditating." Oh, Domdamba said, "Oh yeah, I said, it's very good you are meditating, but it isn't better to practice Dharma." So the old man thought, "Oh, it means reading text. The practice Dharma means reading text." So he started reading text. And then one day Domdamba came along and, oh, what are you doing? So I'm reading text. Oh, it's good that you're reading text, Dharma text, but isn't better to practice Dharma, said. And then he thought, oh, maybe go around the temple. Go around the temple. So he was going around the temple. So he thought it's Dharma. So one day the Dhamma came, met the old man, circumambling the temple. So what are you doing? Oh, I'm circumambling the temple. It's good that circumambling, but it isn't better to practice Dharma. So then he confused. Oh, then only then, third time, only then he asked, what means practicing Dharma? He asked. No, he didn't ask before. Because he was confused. He tried many times, but not in Dharma, you know. So, what is Dharma? What is the Dharma? Then Dhamma said, renounce this life. Renounce this life. So, so that contains renounce this life doesn't mean doesn't mean stay without stay without naked body with nothing. Doesn't mean that then becomes very easy to practice Dharma. You go out somewhere and then stay naked, and then you give everything well, then stay naked. So very easy to very. So this means attachment, clinging, grasping this life, this life, comfort, and from where all the problem comes. The attachment from grasping this life comfort, or from where all the problem comes. Oh, then for you to remember, I said this way. I make liberty chanting. For you to remember. What is the practice? Dharma. So, yeah. So this, all the problem, from where all the problem comes, all the problems comes. So, yeah. Whether you are practicing Dharma, whether trying to practice Dharma, whether you not practicing Dharma, but the problem, there's so much problem while all comes. Oh, your mind, the grasping mind, the attachment, cling, dislike, comfort, all the. Right and so, so Dhamma said that. So that So, in the Kaji Nyingmas, Lodo Namshi. So the renunciation, in the Lama Zopa tradition, Lamdu Namsum, the three principal aspects about it. So the renunciation of this life, renunciation of future samsara is put together. The renunciation, this is one. Then bodhicitta, emptiness, the right view. So, Kajinimati, Lodan Namshi, and the Saja Shamba Shetra. So the renunciation meant two. Renunciation to the life, renunciation to the future life samsara meant two. So it's become four. So Lodan Namshi, for the four aspects, four aspect, stop the wrong thoughts. What to say, Lodan Namshi? You should be expert by now.
Four thoughts that turn the mind.
Huh?
Four thoughts that turn the mind.
Yeah, that's right. Four thoughts turn the mind, yes. Rodanamsi Ensaja Shambashito, the parting from the four killing thoughts, Shambashito, and the Lama Zopa tradition, Lama Zopa. So, just in a brief explanation, the practicing Tantra, practicing Tantra, practicing Dzogchen or Dzogchen or Tantra, generation or completion. Practicing Tantra. Okay. Now, without renunciation to samsaras, realizing how samsara is completely only nature of suffering, without realizing that. So, without the renunciation, then the very high practice, Tantra, completion or generation of completion, Dzogchen, whatever, the drops and the the veins and drops, the wind. So those things, practicing these things, so does not become cause to achieve liberation from samsara. Liberation, the nirvana from samsara. Doesn't. So even without the renunciation to the samsara, that is only suffering nature. So without that, even practicing Tantra, without renunciation, then does not become it cannot achieve liberation from samsara. Without the renunciation of this life, without the renunciation of even this life, without that, then practicing Tantra, then does not become even Dharma. Doesn't become even Dharma. Doesn't become even virtue, means to call it virtue. It becomes cause of the lower realm. It becomes cause of the lower realm. For example, when this will be talked about, for example, in Tibet, Pempo, there are two meditators. They're doing Yamantaka. Yamantaka is a rasa meditation of the Manjushri. So, the two monks are doing great retreat Yamataka, 3 years. So the one monk passed away. One monk passed away, and he was born as a spirit. He was born as a perda, spirit. Spirit like Yamataka. Many arms, head, and feet, like Yamataka. Well, this was he was meditated on. So he was born like that. So the monk who did not die, he was doing sur, samba smell of samba to the spirit, to the smell eaters. So his friend born, he was doing meditation, Yamanta 3 years, but he was born because did not become Dharma, so he was born as spirit, like many hands, feet, hands, like. So he came to get smell of the samba. His friend, who are you? I was one of your friend who was doing it before. So what happened was, why he was born spirit was, even though they tried to practice Tantra, 3 years retreat Tantra like that, but it did not become Dharma. They didn't practice Tantra with renunciation. With renunciation, not only renunciation, the sometimes only nature of suffering, but even renunciation to this life. Without that, they practice Tantra. So they did 3 years retreat. So then born Lord in Pertha, also like that. So because they practice Tantra but did not bring Dharma. Did not practice Dharma, and even they practice Tantra. So without bodhicitta, then the Tantra cannot achieve enlightenment. Without bodhicitta, then the 3 years what they do, the practice Tantra, they does not bring cause to achieve enlightenment. No. Without the right view, they're doing 3 years retreat, or the practice Tantra, or that does not become against to remedy to the samsara. Does not become remedy to samsara, does not become remedy to the root of samsara. Destroying, cutting the root of samsara, the ignorance. The concept holding the true extent, holding the aggregates or true extent, or it cannot cut. It doesn't bring a remedy to the root of ignorance. So even practicing 3 years or even practicing does not become that. Antidote to root of samsara, antidote to living the root of samsara. So like that. So okay, let's stop. Please enjoy tea.
There's tea being served upstairs on the floor up for everyone.